Hello friend, in this video we are going to talk about the infamous Trickster, also known as the weakest killer in Dead by Daylight without question. And to start the conversation, we're going to talk about what makes him a weak killer. For starters, he's only a 4.4 killer, which means he runs 10% faster than survivors, and with loops, killers have a bigger hitbox. So that means survivors can hug corners, and that will cause the Trickster to not even catch up to survivors. That means if you are chasing a survivor at Shack, you will not be able to hit them very often with your blades, unlike Huntress. So let's talk about the current Trickster and what happened in the PTB. Behavior decided to make several changes to the laceration, as it has been a very difficult time getting hits and certain situations because of the time it takes to injure someone. The number of knives required to damage a survivor has been reduced to 6, down from 8. So that means if you want to injure a survivor, you'll have to hit them 6 times instead of 8, the original number. Then they also made the decay timer even more less. So this is the part where his nerf comes in. So instead of 20 seconds, it's now 10 seconds. Which nobody talks about because there's some situations where a survivor might not even let you touch them. Like let's say you're playing Huntress. It happens to Huntress all the time where a survivor loops somewhere and the survivor doesn't get hit for a solid 10 seconds or more. Main event used to be super weak and they shortened the time from 1.5 seconds to 0.5 seconds for activation. Part of the reason why it was weak is because during the time you activated it, the survivors had a chance to react, and also the survivors were much faster than you whenever you activated it. The number of knives required to activate main event has been increased to 30. So basically what they're saying is you gotta hit them 5 times, 5 health states, and you'll get your main event, unlike the previous 3 health states. Trickster's main event power is a use it or lose it, which in other words, as soon as you achieve main event, you can only use it in a time frame of 10 seconds. Now you can use it in a time frame of 30 seconds, so that gives you a chance to hook a survivor because that takes a very long time to do. So yeah, anyways, I think this will be a great buff to see in the live servers, and hopefully you guys have a good day. Here we go again, the buff of Trickster. Unlike last time where it was a minimal buff of just increasing his speed to make it doable to throw knives. But even then, I found a way around that buff before it was even released. Which you may be wondering, how did I do it? Well, if you were just clicking your knives instead of holding down M1, you would be actually staying at the same speed. So to me, the buff was really non-existent. But now we have a real buff, which will actually improve gameplay for players who actually play the killer. But of course, I want to talk about Dowsey's thoughts because he's currently the hottest topic to have any involvement in this discussion. And I feel a little questioned inside. I don't have any hate towards him. I just feel like there wasn't any consideration to the gameplay he showed. So my thoughts will sound very different to his. One of his concerns involves the hit indicator that shows up on your screen once you hit a survivor. This is actually something I would use because a lot of the times I'm squinting at the screen trying to see where the fuck my shots are landing.
And the way I play, but I don't. If it was a little bit smaller, I think I would prefer it. You know what I mean? 'Cause I don't hate it, but I'm not in love with it either.
So Dowsey posted a 30-minute video that I will squeeze into a 10-minute video for you guys that will be explaining my thoughts as well. When I watched his point of view, I felt like he was giving birth to Trickster, and then suddenly decided he didn't want him anymore.
Way back here, almost to the edge of nowhere.
The Five Guys burger is twice as expensive has an In-N-Out burger.
Then you have me. Hi, I'm Drink Some Water. Pick him up and say, "Who did this to you?" "I think you're beautiful." Ah, whatever. Let's just go criticize some survivors against Trickster now. 3 survivors in one room. David Deadhearts. Dwight does not move from his spot for 3 seconds. David did not wait by the shack pallet to pick up Kate. David goes down.
Let's see where Dwight went.
Dwight runs towards the killer. Dwight does not try to get out of the room. Kate, you dumb bitch.
Nice. Game and then have this up during the game, and we won't have to worry about people trying to spoil results in Twitch chat anymore. All right, I'll do one more game of Trickster, guys, and then I'm going to switch off PTB. Just because I know that some new people have come into the Twitch chat after seeing me play versus the Trickster and gone, wow, doesn't look like Trickster's strong at all. It doesn't look like they changed him. Let me show you.
Okay, first of all, if you win without perks and add-ons as Trickster, you're a god. Literally, just you're a god. No questions down. Or the survivors just don't know how to play this killer.
All right, so guys, people were asking, is Trickster stronger? So as you can see, I'm playing completely perkless and also add-onless, just to test that. Maybe a bad idea because, you know, certain maps are terrible. But we'll do it.
Okay, yep, you're right, Dowsey. He's OP because I couldn't run to get distance from you and force you to drop your blades. Also, why are the survivors together again? Did I not just tell them not to stay close together when the Trickster has his blades out?
And then I have main event for 30 seconds. So if I find Dwight, who might be on this gem back here still. Obviously, what's insane is this game here, I could have just won immediately, right? So we have tried to pull this game back into a period of, like, you know, come back for the survivors, give them more chance. It does feel like hit detection feels pretty bad on the PTB, but I don't know what that's about. Yeah, so this is base kit Trickster, obviously. I'm running no perks, no add-ons. As base kit as it gets. And we've already allowed the survivors to come back into this game once on purpose when they were dead to rights.
Okay, to be fair, not to rag on you, Dowsey, but that wasn't on purpose. That was because you couldn't find Dwight.
Yeah, I don't know. People are probably going to be up in arms about these changes. I think that especially a good Trickster. Yeah, I mean, this here, literally. Like, I think that a lot of people are going to be like this, and that might cause the devs to reconsider the numbers. I think they may have gone a little bit too ham on the numbers, personally. I genuinely do think that we've reached a point of the wrong side of balance.
I'm a Trickster main, granted. I post matches that don't last 5 minutes most of the time because it's just me flipping my computer or just flipping my computer off. Seriously, this killer makes a man go crazy. I mean, just look at Coconut using death throws.
Dude.
Then imagine me 10,000 times angrier. Yes! It's okay. What? I didn't pick her up! What? Take your loss. You fucking lost. Yeah, that's what I thought, ho. You lost.